Hi guys, I'm back with part 3 today of my heroic raid runs. This is going to be the Lava Titan. You might be able to tell I had some bad allergies yesterday, which is why I didn't upload. I couldn't really speak or breathe through my nose. So yeah, that's why I didn't upload. But we're continuing with the trend, and this is the big one, guys. This is the one you all want to see, so we're going to just jump straight into it. It's going to be Maleficent. Right guys, so this is the team you're going to be running against the Lava Titan. It's going to have Maleficent, Frollo, who's going to call Maleficent to assist on basic. You're then going to have Bubbles, you have Sally, and you're going to have Ian. Now this is just the way I like to position them. I like Frollo and Ian on the, on the flanks. Ian's the one you need to keep alive, obviously, and then Sally and Bubbles behind. Now, the key is to land blind with either Ian or Sally. You can even do this without Maleficent. Maybe I'll be able to upload a run from one of my club mates, or I'll be able to do one myself, which doesn't use Maleficent and uses Barley instead. So you effectively Barley bomb with Ian, and you're concentrating on using Sally's basics rather than Maleficent, and you'll have like Barley behind to just call her to assist. But in any case, this is the team that gets the big scores. There is also a variation of this team which uses Frozone instead. You can swap out Sally for Frozone and actually do bigger damage. It just means that you can't use Frozone with Slap Zone or Princesses or whatever. So anyway, this is the team we're going to run, and we'll just jump into the battle now. Now, what you're going to want to do with this team is initially you're going to want to pass tactics from Bubbles to Maleficent. The reason being is Maleficent is going to be able to extend debuffs and inflict debuffs on her basic and special. That's what you want to be using as much as possible, that basic. I'm just going to stop there. The first move you want to use is the basic. You don't want to use her thorns straight away, or on the second or third cycle, to be honest. You want to kind of keep that, because what that's going to do is it's going to extend all the debuffs that's inflicted on the Lava Titan, and you're going to have a much bigger hit with Ian. So you kind of want to use this as late as possible. Frollo is going to bring out his archers. I like to use that tenacity down move first, and then pick up the damage, and all you're going to be using with Sally here is her basic. Now, the aim here with Ian is to use his basic initially. So because I used Sally's her basic ability, she's got a blind ability as well, but really you need to land blind. Now the reason being here is this guy heroic hits so incredibly hard. He can effectively just kill anyone he wants to in one, because if he lands burn, that character isn't going to survive, and this team doesn't have a way to heal except for Maleficent, and Sally can also heal. So you really need to land the blind with the basic or with Sally. Now it's easier with Sally, but Ian has an 80% chance to land it on his basic, so that's the option I go with. And now you're just going to be calling the basic attacks from Frollo, trying to lay down more continuous damage. The aim here really is to see. So I'm just going to stop there. That was super important. We had 2 evades there. You have to restart. I'm going to say this a few times. You're going to have to restart quite a lot here to make sure that this guy doesn't actually land his attacks. So that was kind of ideal. You see lots of assists there. I finally used Maleficent's thorns. I'm going to pass tactics back to her because I can keep this going and keep stacking up the debuffs. The other thing is Bubbles will naturally get his tactics move quicker, put the ticket move quicker. because of Maleficent's lead, and also I think it's his passive as well. So you don't have to worry about not passing tactics to Ian straight away. Now, ideally, you want Ian to give himself crit power up. This isn't going to give himself crit power up. Unfortunately, this didn't give himself crit power up. And now we're going to pass the tactics to Ian. Just pause there one more time. I didn't show Ian's his first special, which is also going to extend some of the debuffs on the Titan. But that move, when Ian has no buffs to himself. In fact, maybe I can find it. Now here it is. You can see that he's got no debuff above his head, and also check out the continuous damage on the Lava Titan. He's just going to extend it up here. He's extended it, and he's given himself a buff. I'm going to fast forward back to here. Now this is okay because at this point you've got everything set up. I'm going to use the basic one more time, and this is where the spell comes into play. Splash Soak. This can also extend the debuffs, meaning you can have a harder hit on this Titan. See, extended it there, and now here we go. 1x, big hit. 958k. It's not bad by any stretch. Can definitely do more. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it. I've seen 1.4 million hits on this Titan, with Ian. Admittedly, it's better if obviously you've got a G9 Ian. I will say my Ian actually has no pieces. He's just a straight G8 Ian. You also notice he didn't have crit power up. So, I'm making the most out of it with him here. Let's use a dragon with offense up. That's why I liked Mufasa here as well. Because you can give offense up on Ian in case you didn't manage to land it with bubbles. But there you go. Let's see what I did. 1.3 million. It's not bad. It's I'd say middle to upper end of what you can land. Probably upper end really with the G8 Ian. I will say this: I've swapped out Sally for Frozen, and I've hit 1.6 million here. But you just lose your slap zone run. It kind of messes up your other runs. For me at least, I didn't really. I kind of had to throw together a couple of teams to sort of hit the Ice Titan, and they're all empowered runs. There just weren't anything to sing and dance about. So anyway, that's the big money team. That's the Maleficent team, and we're moving on to the next one. Okay, so we've got our next team against the Lava Titan, and it's going to be a Princess team. This isn't really my optimal Princess team. I'd rather not hit the Ice Titan. I'd rather not hit the Lava Titan with it. But there is a bit of healing with Tiana, and you can focus. You can take away the Lava Titan's focus with Oogie. You can also inflict fear and offense down, which is going to be quite huge with Mulan and with Oogie. But by all means, this guy is just going to kind of rip through that, and you'll see I'll lose Tiana early on. But in any case, this is still going to be an empowered run. It takes 1 or 2 restarts to set up, because if he gets a big hit off, you're kind of screwed really. But you're going to get the Gumbo Pot out, which is going to be next to Tiana and behind Oogie. So you're going to be taking the focus away from the princesses that are going to do the damage, like Merida and Mulan. Mulan is also going to be able to put tactics on herself, and start doing all these crazy assists, which reduce turn meter. This is it. Sort of big hits there. 11k crit. Fortunate, she's got a bit of healing, so not too bad. But you see the offense down is landed, and that was big damage through that. So just laying out the damage. Inflict the slow with Oogie now, because you got Fear out initially. Now all the extra debuffs are definitely going to land. So you've got a 4-turn slow, which is kind of huge, because this guy is slow. Believe me, if you've killed the Tornado Titan and the Rock Titan, he is so much slower. It gives you way more time to get your hits in. And there you go. I lost Tiana. I'm going to bring her back with Rapunzel. Put some more fear out with my spells, and she's back. Trying to decide which attacks to use, because you know Merida's specials are great once you've got 4 wisps. Get that harmful immunity. You know, this run goes on for a little bit. Trying to decide which one I'm using here. Get the taunt again. Hopefully he hits Oogie rather than Tiana. And Tiana's specials popped off. So she's throwing back the debuffs, and yeah, it definitely takes longer to get to empowered, but I love this ability where she calls the pot and gives everyone haste and calls to assist. It's just one of the best moves in the game. Honestly, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's not the fanciest of runs, but it's going to get the job done. Lost Tiana again. Going to bring her back. It's good timing. A lot of these runs are just about kind of intricacy and making sure you time stuff. It's obviously there's RNG to play, but you know, I love calling that gumbo pot to assist again. And now we've reached empowered. That's the main thing. Everyone's gonna die soon. Get a couple more hits off. That's all I'm asking for. That's probably about 10k over the threshold at this point. And we're pretty much done now. There you go, let's see what we did. 340k, not bad. Obviously, you know, this isn't an ideal princess team. It's better, obviously, if you can use maybe Moana and Frozone here. But 340k is still a very good run on the Lava Titan. Especially when he can honestly wreck. Because I used Frozone on the Rock Titan, Slap Zone can't be used here, but Slap Zone works really well on the Lava Titan as well. Maui Moana combos, you know, Dr. Facilier give Maui shadows. They work really well here as well. Just because this guy's really slow, and you know, if you can get big damage off early, you can easily get to empowered. So anyway, guys, that's what 2 runs there of 1.6 million. You're obviously helping your team massively if you've got Maleficent. If you don't, you can just sub out Maleficent for Barley and try to get a big Barley bomb with Ian. You can get enough continuous damage. It's not going to be anything like what you can do with Maleficent, purely because Maleficent's going to be extending so many, inflicting and extending so many of those continuous damages herself. But it's still going to be a big move. So guys, if you liked the video, please leave me a like and subscribe. I've got one more of these to do. Hopefully going to then put together a sort of a general guide, I guess, to kind of completing heroic. You know, what you should do for your club, what you guys need to do as a club to get over the line here, because there's a lot of preparation that goes into this. Once you get through it though, heroics do go on farm relatively easily. It's just that initial stumbling block that you got to get over, the hurdle. The main thing is about having the right number of teams to do it. It's probably more of a volume based raid. You can see in the last run with Maleficent that you can still go way above and beyond with a couple teams in this raid. Mike and Sully also do extremely well, but for the most part, you're going to be needing to just hit that 300k mark, get that empowered, and do it as a club. Get as many runs in as possible, and then you'll have it fine. So, but anyway, on to the ice video next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.